Hello, in this video I'm going to show you some of the tools and functions within Excel that can help you manage and analyse the data that we have entered into our spreadsheet. First of all, I'm going to show you how to sort the data in the spreadsheet, just so it becomes easier for you to understand what's going on with the data that you've entered. For example, maybe it would be useful to sort the tourist destinations by alphabetical order. But when we sort the tourist destinations in alphabetical order, we want to make sure that the information about the visitor numbers stays the same. So how we do that is we are going to highlight the data, the cells that we want to sort. And there's a couple of ways that we can do that. The first way is you can click and drag to highlight the cells that you want to sort, or you can click on the columns and highlight the columns by clicking and dragging that you want to sort. You can do the same for the rows. Or you can click on this little square which appears at the very top left hand corner of your spreadsheet, and if you click that, that will highlight the entire spreadsheet. With my spreadsheet highlighted, I'm going to go now to the Data tab. And in the toolbar of the Data tab, I'm going to click Sort. So in this little pop-up dialog box, it's asking me what do I want to sort by. So I'm going to tell it that I want to sort by the tourist destination, that's in column A. And I want to sort it by the values starting A to Z. Now I could actually change it. I've got the choice here. I can do it in reverse alphabetical order, or I can choose it normal alphabetical order. And if I click OK, you can see now the order of the tourist destinations has changed. So City Museum is now at the top and Roller Coaster Park is coming third. But the information about the visitor numbers for each one has stayed the same. You can sort by other columns as well. For example, if we wanted to sort by the tourist destination that had the most visitors on a Sunday, I would go back to my sort button, and I can, by clicking the minus button here, I can get rid of the alphabetical order sorting, and we're going to add another way to sort the information. So I want to sort by the number of visitors that attend on a Sunday. And you can see there it's changed. So it's figured out that the information in that column is numerical information. So it's going to sort them on values, and it's already suggesting we go from smallest to largest, but I want to go from largest to smallest. So I'm going to click OK. And you can see now that the order has changed. So Grand Theatre, when it was sorted alphabetically, it was becoming second in the list, but now it's last on the list. So I'm going to change it back though, because I don't really care about the visitor numbers on a Sunday, but I do want to sort it by the tourist destinations. So I click OK, and we've gone back to alphabetical order. Now, what I'd like to do is to find out how many people in total visited each attraction on that particular week. So what I'd like to find out are the total number of visitors for that week for each destination. Now, I could go through and add up individually each of these numbers and type it into this box. But I don't need to do this because Excel has a number of formulas that will do this automatically for me. So to have a look at some of these formulas, I'm going to click on the Formulas tab. And here we've got some choices. We can click Insert a Function. And you'll see in this cell, they've put in an equals sign. And over on the right hand side, it's asked me to choose the formula that I want to use. So what I want to do is to add up all the numbers in this row. So I'm going to use the sum formula. So I'll click on this. Automatically, Excel has figured out that I want to add up all the numbers in that row. If I didn't want to add up all the numbers in that row for any reason, I could click and drag, say, here. And you can see there, it's got D2 to H2 instead of the entire row, but actually, I'm going to click and drag those numbers. So now I'm going to click Done, and it will enter in the total number of visitors for that week. We want to do the same for all the other visitor attractions as well. I highlight the cell, and if I right click on it, it allows me to copy the cell, and it's going to actually copy the formula rather than the number. So now I want to just click on the other cells where I want to put in the totals for those. And if I right click again and go paste special and choose formulas, you can see that now I've got all the totals for each one of the visitors' attractions. We could also do the same thing by adding up the total number of visitors on particular days. So if I call this total by day, and I click in here, and I can go back to the formula button, insert function, or I can just click on this toolbar up here. If I put in the equal sign and type in sum, and then in brackets, it's asking me what numbers do I want to add up. So if I just click and drag this column and close the brackets and hit return, it will figure out the total numbers for that on a Monday. And again, I want to do this for every day of the week. So let's right click on this cell, click copy, then highlight the cells that we want to copy the formula into, right click, click paste special, and choose formulas. Excel has a lot more formulas than just sum. For example, you can find out what the average number of visitors are for a particular destination. So if I call this average, weekly average, and in this cell, I want to find out what the average number of visitors were for that week. So let's click average, and we're going to insert the function. And you can see there, Excel is trying to figure out the average for the week, but it's also included the total number, which I don't want it to include. So I can click on the cells that I want it to include and click done. And here we have the average. So let's copy that again and do that for all the other attractions. So now we've got some interesting information about our data. And if I click on any of those cells that has a formula, I can see what the formula is. So up in this square, I can see that this is the sum of B2 to H2. And if I click on this cell, it is telling me that this cell is the average of B4 to H4. There are many formulas that you can use in Excel, and if you go into the Formulas tab, you can investigate some of the different formulas on the toolbar. In the next video, we're going to look at how you can create a chart or a graph from the data that we've put into our spreadsheet.